Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays IXION. We have a new notification. There is more supplies at the Urshanabi. Let's unpause and we should be making sure... Oh, jeez!
Sufficient levels of electricity generation. Sector 1's power demand has overloaded. Stanford routines recommend that you construct an external solar panel to boost overall electrical output.
Good idea, Eden. Let's do that. So, external construction. To manage the exterior of the station, click on the Tiqqun icon on the action panel. Multiple airlocks will speed up exterior activities. So that's a good point, is we should unlock the EVA airlock, first and foremost. And then you can see all of the things that are connected to each of these things that you can research once you've unlocked access to them. We don't have tier 3 technologies or even tier 2, so most of these we can't do.
Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
I'll talk to Munshi in a second. I'm showing all the good people all of the things that we can do in the future. So we'll get EVA airlock, we'll get the probe launcher, and then we'll get the insect farm since we have plenty of research to do. The Focult is done at the moon, so we might as well send that to Saturn.
Greetings, Administrator.
Hello, Abhinav.
DOLOS expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member
Compartmentalism.
I'm glad
Lock it away. Don't think about it.
even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive.
I am pretty smart.
Philip Stanford couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vohle engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tiqqun's core systems.
I'm way ahead of you, buddy. I'm already researching the EVA airlock.
Situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you,
Oh no, it's got garbage.
that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
Nah, I got you. Don't worry about that. Construct the Vohle engine. We'll work on that. We need to build the airlock first. Well, and something that's funny about this game is you can build a lot of structures into the wall, but you cannot build anything into the wall beneath the sector sign. So I'll show you when we get access to the EVA airlock there in a second, and it's kind of funny to me. I think it's funny anyway. A signature trace from an EKP system has been detected near Saturn. EKP technology is the exclusive property of DOLOS, but records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to this sector. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. Send the team to investigate. Keep that thing from falling into the planet. Maybe. Okay, I've given myself enough power. And the reason I built this guy was to be able to store... Oh, that's right! You need policies to be able to store waste. I'm a fool! Alright, destroy this guy. Airlock! Huzzah! So here, you see that little red line right next to the sign? That means we can't build this guy in front of the sign, which I think is very funny. But we can build it over here, in front of where the sign would be on the opposite side, because there is no sign over there. Fantastic. I'm just going to jam this thing into the corner over here. That makes the most sense to me. Good news is it's going to take up a lot of these... I didn't want to destroy the stock building pile stuff. I wanted to destroy the building itself. And then we'll turn this one back on. So this is going to eat up a lot of our excess materials, which is good. Because then we can finally get these last two stockpiles out of the way. Right, no more materials to grab. We should be researching insect farm now. And then we'll get the probe launcher last, because we're not going to be launching probes anywhere. You're going to take up a lot of power, aren't you? So... we don't need the infirmary. Nobody's hurt right now. So we need to get 12 power. We don't need the polymer right now. And we don't need 2 of these houses. So we'll save some power by doing that. And then how much power do you take? You take 2. But we need you to be constructing this thing. So maybe what we'll do is shut off another one of these guys once they've transferred all of the materials available. 3, 4. There. All right. Now we'll have enough power. Just barely. Go ahead and fast forward. Oops. So that's how you unlock the next sector, is by clicking on this guy. I did it accidentally. There are no active health buildings, but 0 members are are injured. You don't say. Let's go ahead and finish the road here. Working on that building. 50% of the way to insect farms. Right now we're consuming... So something that's kind of interesting about the resource management is it tells you how much you're making and producing per 5 cycles, which is, quote, the rotation of the ship once. So it kind of gives you an average of your production. It's not an instantaneous. Has completed its action on the event Dark Side of Saturn. Prototype rocket sent by the UN seems to be using a variation of EKP. We have stripped it down and recovered schematics. Fantastic. Good job. Get that science for me. Oops, I clicked outside the window. And now we can build our... Oh, we can't quite yet. We have to wait for this thing to actually be built. But once it is built, then we can build our new solar panels. Insect farm has been unlocked. Let's build the probe launcher next. And by build, I mean research. The other thing that I was kind of thinking about doing was setting up the other side of the ship for the probe launcher in this corner. All of the buildings that do space stuff all take up the same space. So I'm thinking we should build this road a little further. I think it's 1 in, actually. So we gotta go like here, and then like that. I actually think we should move this based on what we've just discovered then. We've built the EVA, so let's build our section of solar panels here. Solar panel 1. We have just enough polymer to get it to work. But we need to turn this on first, so... what do we shut off? I could shut off the tech lab. It's not producing science very quickly. So honestly, just shut that off. Turn you on. And then transfer all of the stuff. And then we'll turn you on so you can actually pull the metal out of this guy. Maybe. Maybe? There it goes. Oh, it's actually pulling it out of the out of the building over here first. We could also start making these guys. So insect farm. I was right. It is 7 wide, which means it's, or 7 long, I guess, which means it's not quite the right size for this space. So instead, I think we stack them up next to... right here wouldn't be the worst. I like that. So each of these will produce 1 per cycle, I think. Yeah, raises insects, converting them into 1 food after 1 cycle, which means each of these buildings will produce 5 food per 5 cycles. So right now we're at a -5 or -2 per 5 cycles. This should get us to 0 per 5 cycles. Building both of those guys. We can delete this extraneous road now. And we can almost get rid of this extra pile of stuff. I think we want to do it like this for now. I might move the roads again later, but for now I think this is fine. I like the people just like wandering around in this random intersection. What is my purpose in life? I have no answers for you, small humans. All right, and we finished the exterior solar panels. We don't, unfortunately, if we go out here, we've unlocked the second. Oh, actually, we do. I take it back. We have enough polymer to build the next series. So let's get those built too. The more power, the better. You'll never regret having more power on your ship. I've never added solar panels to the ship and been like, I wish I had used that elsewhere. Nuh-uh, it doesn't happen. Is our science ship done at Saturn? It kind of looks like it is. So let's have that come back to the IXION. Not to Earth. Excuse me? Can I just have you go home? I'm confused. I don't want to unassign it. I want to bring it back to the ship. This is also an interesting panel that will come into play later when we have multiple districts open. Your people are not shared across the ship. They are only shared within a sector. So eventually, when you start getting like a second sector that specializes in industry, for example, we'll want to move workers and people between Sector 1 and Sector 2, for example. And you have to do that manually. It doesn't happen automatically. All right, we're on cycle 35. I like to take my time in setting up between the sectors that you jump to. We should also build the Vohle engine. Oh, there's another solar panel set. Yeah, build another solar panel. Build as many solar panels as we can get our hands on. This one takes electronics, which we don't have, so we're only going to be able to get... I think we'll be able to get the next set of small solar panels as well, but then we'll want to build the Vohle engine once we've finished it with our electronics. So what are we at? You're making 1 per cycle. We're still consuming 1.6 per cycle because we're only making 0.4. It just seems wrong. Because the math doesn't math. I don't quite understand it. What do you mean we're only producing 0.4 per cycle? Per 5 cycles. We should be producing 3 per 5 cycles, right? I don't know, man. It doesn't seem to match up exactly how it should. But we're building the solar panels. We're going to get our hands on... Oh, I should turn you on now. I was like, why aren't we working on the probe scanner anymore? It's because I shut you off. Like an idiot. All right, it's going. The reason I want to get my hands on the probe thing is there is a secret in the prologue of the game that I have never found, but I've heard about. And I think I know where it is or how to find it. And I think the probes are required to make it happen. Use all of our power available to us. We can actually turn you guys on just because we don't need to shut you off for any reason. You service how many people? 10 food is required to feed all 99 crew members. So we're actually using 10 food per cycle? All right, we've got the probe launcher. Let us build the probe launcher. So you see how it takes the exact same space as the EVA airlock. We're going to put it across the way from the EVA airlock. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to set it up to where these guys get emptied out. So now that I've unselected alloy in the stockpile here, it's going to get moved from here to the other 3 stockpiles after they've, you know, delivered all the materials to this guy. We should also go ahead and deliver the stuff to the Vohle engine too. I forgot that that's the actual goal we're shooting forward. Scanning and readings. I will show you guys that once we actually get a probe. It makes more sense to just tell or show you how that works than just tell you about it. Oh, we've unlocked the next tier. Very exciting. So what do we want to unlock? I don't know if we actually have enough science to unlock anything for us. This is all 45, 45. That one's unknown. Yeah, I think we have to wait until we actually get out of the prologue to be researching anything further along. So we should probably... Well, no, we can keep you going. You can still be generating science for us at your incredibly slow rate. It's not the worst thing in the world to do. So you should be emptying all of your alloy into the other stuff. I honestly think you should get emptied too. And you will actually fit into the other ones. So let's go ahead and dismantle this building. All right, probe. Let's go ahead and build the probe. So the reason I didn't want to build the last solar panel set is this one takes 15. We only had 10 anyway, and each probe that we build takes 3 polymers to build as it is. So we're gonna let them build up this probe. You can see them kind of constructing the thing down there. I like that you can see all the people working in the probe lab. All right, now we're up to full capacity, so we're actually getting 1 per cycle. Maybe it just took a while to catch up. Incoming transmission.
Because of your continued successful management of the Tiqqun, DOLOS have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies.
Sick.
Please ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri.
How many people are you sending my way? Because that'll matter. Depart from the solar system. We will do that. Don't you worry. 100 people. Okay, so we do need to build more houses now. We have access. We have space for another 50, but we should get another 4 buildings on top of what we currently have. So we're going to do it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll build the road around like that. Thank you, Eden. All right, we have a probe. So now that we have a probe, what we can do is you can probe the solar system. And the way you do that is you just, select the probe down here, launch probe, and then you just scan like the solar system, generally around around the asteroid belt is a great place to look for it, so you can get iron, carbon, silicon, hydrogen, ice, points of interest and then story points of interest. But there is one particular point of interest in the inner solar system that is hidden away, and you only get it if you build the probe launcher and decide to launch a probe, which they don't tell you to do. So when you do the prologue in this game, definitely build the probe launcher, build yourself a probe, and then look for the point here where it's max 5 bars and it says resource estimate is undefined. We're gonna launch the probe and you'll see what happens when it gets there in a little bit. See, there it goes. All right, so we're gonna bring these workers over from the Urshanabi here. The void vector should be doing this. I think it's currently, yeah, it's currently offloading people, so that's good. We're building houses for them. Oh, we do need to rebuild the infirmary for these guys. So let's go ahead and just put this here. I take it back. Let's not put it there. Let's move the road and then put it next to these buildings. That saves us 1 row. It could matter, it might not matter, but it might be helpful. Every space taken up by a road is a space your buildings can't occupy. Alright, still bringing people over, so we still got time. But should have all of our people in the food relatively quickly here. How's the probe going? Almost there. Zoom in. And the other thing that's nice, and I usually do this unless I'm really strapped for polymers, but I usually select auto build for probes here, so you can launch a probe and then immediately replace it. All right, everybody's got a home. Fantastic. And then we'll even have a little extra. We have 100 workers arrived, and then we just need to get the remaining food, it looks like. Incoming transmission.
The different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed.
Thanks, Eden.
You must now start the Vohle bonding procedure.
Aye, aye.
DOLOS protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri.
We will do that.
Before you do so, Vanir DOLOS, Marduk Council founder and DOLOS CEO, wants to talk to you.
Cool. Let's not get to the next transmission just yet because we're about to find a secret. Ta-da! Unauthorized access. Quick, send our science ship. This will get me fired.
Hello, Administrator.
Hello.
I see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue.
Bye-bye, Earth.
It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like DOLOS who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in.
Dang, climate change.
The pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past.
I'm trying to talk to this guy,
To leave this system,
but also I'm doing shady stuff behind his back.
we'll pick up and take forward with us. Through DOLOS, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tiqqun is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history.
Fantastic.
Do you recognize why I have done all of this?
So humans don't die?
Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons.
People are always obsessed with their own legacy.
For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
Good luck. I mean, to me. Bye-bye. Later, dude. All right. Now, unauthorized access time. So, by proceeding beyond this point, you are breaching the terms of your contract with DOLOS AEC. Further action can and will result in summary dismissal. We will use the Naomi protocol to create a temporary easement. Contact the station Outer Hope. So the Naomi protocol is like a way for me to get around DOLOS, like, corporate garbage. You learn about it later in the game. Tiqqun Station, this is Marduk Council member Rabia Nyokond. You are not authorized to interface with Outer Hope. The purpose of this facility is to allow DOLOS to continue with the development of its most highly classified projects, far away from the prying eyes of our competitors and the media conglomerates on Earth. Do you realize the whole world is watching you at this moment, that your presence here could jeopardize the entire operation? I'll be filing an official complaint with Veneer himself, unless perhaps you can do something for me that will change my mind. Send them resources. Sure. I wonder if you refuse the deal, do they automatically, do you automatically lose? All right, the void vectors should be loading up. All right, electrokinetic pulsars, EKP, enables the movement of the Tiqqun. Basically, that allows the Tiqqun to move within the solar system. What happens when the Tiqqun is moving, however, is the solar panels shut down. So your power will actually shut off when you're moving. It's not a big deal in the prologue. It is a big deal in the later parts of the game. Away! What do you mean waiting to dock? Oh, is it because the power is off? Yep. We'll initiate the Vohle jump in just a second. We gotta send medals to these dudes out here. So you can't activate the Vohle jump while your ships are off the ship. You have to recall all of your ships that are out and around the solar system before you can Vohle jump. All right, taking medals to this shady contact of ours. Dropping them off.
Science ship team has completed.
Thank you, Administrator. Now leave. I will ensure that DOLOS issues a public statement that rationalizes our contact here at the edge of the solar system. I'll placate Veneer for now, but you'll need to explain your actions in due course. You might have heard we're working on the next iteration of the Tiqqun, the Protagoras. The Tiqqun operation must succeed if we are able to achieve our goal of bringing humanity into a new era. Trust in genetic conatus. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern. That sounds like a lot of made-up garbage. Please turn around, ship. Thank you. The Focult, you can come back to the IXION as well. All right, both of these ships should be... The science ship is slightly faster. Interesting. Zoom in. We don't want to leave our ships behind. We spent good resources on that. And actually, we should probably take the time to build our last solar panels as well. Once we get the... Oh man, he caught up fast. Holy cow. He started out slow and then caught up. How did that happen? All right, when he unloads these polymers, we should actually build the last set of solar panels on the outside. There we go. And we actually should configure one of you guys to hold on to electronics as well. All right, external construction. Please build the last set of solar panels here. So now we have two parts of solar panel 1, and then we have 2 parts of solar panel 2. And then we should be pretty set for electricity for quite a while. We'll just finish our construction. Speed up time. So yeah, that was definitely worthwhile to go visit the secret base and get some extra polymer, because we actually managed to build all 4 sets of solar panels because of that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have actually had enough polymer to do so. And done. Fantastic. Let's fire up the engine. All power from the main grid will be diverted to the engine during the half-cycle charge preceding ignition. Sectors will be powered by batteries during this time. We don't have any batteries, so we just have to shut off all the power in the ship.
Ships must return to the Tiqqun before Vohle jump initiation.
Let's do it. Ah, they already came back. So I guess when you do that, the science ships already know to return to the ship. Fantastic. Commence the jump. All right, I'm gonna shut up during this cutscene because it's pretty cool. Pay attention.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. DOLOS carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tiqqun station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vohle engine.
Hold on to your butts. Good speech, huh? Oops! Minutes before impact from moon rocks. Good God. And we're back. Wonderful.
Full jump complete.
Thanks, Eden.
Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected.
You don't say.
Multiple digital security breaches found within Vohle jump routines.
Oops.
Full engine critically damaged.
Even more oops?
Hull integrity compromised.
Major oops.
Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system.
We time traveled.
We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%.
Oh God. I don't remember that.
Protocols.
Let's do it.
New mission objective established.
Don't die.
Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet.
All right, that's the plan.
Urgent issues requiring immediate attention.
Patch the hull.
Increase food production output.
That also makes a lot of sense.
Restore hull integrity.
Ah, see, I would have put that first. All right. Okay, that is a great place to pause the episode.
A new request awaits your attention.
All right. Like I said, great place to pause the episode. Just finished the prologue. Now we're going to get into the meat of the game. I'm very excited to continue. But for now, if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of IXION or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications going so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.